Hey everyone out in YouTube world, comic collectors and fans alike. Here's another quick history lesson for another DC Sword and Sorcery comic. This was released in May of 1975. The title is Beowulf, Dragon Slayer, and we all know who Beowulf is. He's a hero who fights the monster Grendel, Grendel's mother, and a fire-breathing dragon. There's movies about him, books. It is a character that's been around a long time. DC got the rights for this character, so they produced a comic book about it. And this was in '75, where DC learned that with Marvel's success of getting the rights to Conan, they wanted to have their own sword and sorcery line. So they released tons of comic books at that time, probably around 16 titles, everything from Claw to Tor to Warlord, and Beowulf was one of the comics. This is issue 1. This is the first one that they released. It's actually a pretty beautiful little cover. The cover artist is Ricardo Villamonte. The writer is Michael Uslan. And then the same artist who did the cover also is the pencil and inkler for the rest of the issue. Speaking of Beowulf key issues, you would think this would be it, because this is his first real time in a comic book in his own series, and this is the first appearance of Grendel. So it's actually significant in that way. They are based up in Scandinavia. Some of the people that he fight is Satan and Grendel that I had mentioned. This is a DC Comics version of Beowulf. So, from what you read in the story, novels and seen in movies and books and everything else that this is so wildly produced, this is their take on it. So in May 1975, this is what they released to the world. So this is his first appearance, and it was all created by Michael Uslan. And what was interesting is at one point, to try and make these characters stand out to the test of time, they actually had a crossover, and they used a superhero, Wonder Woman. So Wonder Woman actually called upon Beowulf and another character called Claw, and another character called Stalker, and had them all help her to slay a demon lord. It was back in Wonder Woman number 20, which I don't have. I've never really read the story, so I don't really know what happens. But I'll look into it. This was a short-lived comic series that they had. So they had lots of episodes, a lot of issues written up and ready to be released. But around issue 6 is when they got the axe and they stopped producing it. So, just a quick biography, I guess. Under instructions from being known as the Shaper, Beowulf travels to Castle Horgar to Danesland to fight the monster Grendel. On the way there, Beowulf and his men take a detour into the underworld, where they rescue Nancy, a Swedish skiffling warrior from the demons who've been controlling her. Beowulf, Nanzi, and his companions Wiglaf and Hoskelio continue onwards to Castle Horgar, but are again detoured, ending up into a bog where they battle swamp men. Meanwhile, for some reason, Grendel and his mother reveal to the reader that they are descendants of Cain. somehow Beowulf and friends fall through a dimensional gateway beneath a patch of quicksand into a fiery underworld they refer to as Hell. At a later point in the series, Beowulf discovered that the only way to slay Grendel is with the nectar of the Zummark fruit, along with the way he encountered Dracula, a mysterious lost tribe of Israel, Ulysses accompanied by a troop of venomous Greek warriors, Egyptian Sumerian space aliens, straight out of the chariots of the gods, and the lost city of Atlantis. So it only lasted six issues before it got cancelled. And in the final issue of the series, Beowulf and Nanzi travel from Atlantis to Crete, where they finally get their hands on some Zumak fruit in the labyrinth of King Minos, where Beowulf fights a minotaur, which is being controlled by Satan. Because Satan has made Dracula his hair over Grendel, Grendel kills Satan by plunging stesolite into his back. The minotaur dies, the Beowulf eats some Zumak fruit. The fruit grants him supernatural strength as par with Grendel. Beowulf and Nanzi then make their way back to Daneland to slay Grendel, who has taken Satan's place as the king of the underworld. So, they have tried to revive this character under the DC world, under the New 52. It is a backup story of the Sword and Sorcery, I think around 2012, September, October, I think. The story at that time was written by Tony Bedard. And in his version, I believe Beowulf lives in a post-apocalyptic future. Society has reverted to ancient times. I'm not too sure because I haven't really picked it up. But I wanted to bring this up because I was going through my comic books and I came across a bunch of my Sword and Sorcery books that were all Sword and Sorcery from the DC universe, because I have a lot of Conan, and a lot of these comics did get overlooked by a lot of people because it isn't Wolverine or Superman. So I just wanted to bring this little history lesson for everyone up to take a look. Like I said, there's only 6 episodes in this original line back in 75. So a lot of people go on eBay and they look for back issues, and everyone's picking up a lot of the... I'm sure everyone goes on eBay and buys a comic or two once in a while. So this is one of those comics. If you take a look, I'm sure you could buy the whole series from number 1 to 6, depending, anywhere from $1 to probably $10. And they're actually pretty beautiful shape. I didn't buy this off eBay. This is something that I've had around for a long time. And if you like the Conan series or Warlord or even Claw or Tor, Beowulf is actually kind of a good little read. The art, the classic bikini broad chick. There's Grendel. There's Beowulf with a big mace, Morning Star. It's a good read. Like I said, it's pretty cheap, easy to pick up. One of these back issues, which is 75, and it's 2013 right now, so that is a 40-year-old comic book for $5. You can't go wrong. Lots of entertainment. They're still pretty pristine, and to actually pick up a whole series and have a quick run of what was influencing comic books and back in 1975, it's pretty good. Right on. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Thanks.